Hello, I'm Dr. Brant Hulsebus, part of the International Chiropractic Association Sports and Fitness Science Council. And we're starting this podcast to introduce you to our board and to get you a little excited about what we have coming up. And today I have another board member joining me, Dr. Kevin Jackson. Dr. Kevin Jackson, would you like to say hello?
Hello there, and thank you for having me on today. And I'm super excited about our whole program and everything that we have that's coming up. And it should make an impact for, I hope, our local DCs in their local communities.
Sure, but we were both asked to be on this podcast. You want to give us a little bit of your background, why you were selected to be a part of this podcast and board, more importantly?
I would say this, that I'm a 1989 graduate of Life Chiropractic College. I was a rugby player at Life, and I've been involved in athletics all my life. I've played hockey, wrestled, played football, and of course I played rugby. So I got a real interest in sports and especially sports chiropractic. Over the years, I've been the chiropractor for the Hershey Bears hockey team in the AHL. I've also been the personal chiropractor for a PGA player, and I've been out to the US Open. But my heart lays with the local teams, as I mentioned before. I like taking care of my local athletes. At the present time, we have tons of runners that come in the office, high school runners, high school football players, high school hockey players, high school wrestlers. And a lot of our players coincidentally make it into the state championship level. So I don't know if it's the chiropractic that helps them, but of course, in my mind, I'd like to think so.
And I believe you and I have the same kind of idea when it comes to sports and chiropractic. We're not going to really go in there and tape an ankle. We're not really going to do that kind of stuff. We're more about teaching them about the subluxation and how getting it corrected. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Oh my goodness gracious. That is the heart and soul of what we do as chiropractors. We're not physical therapists. We're not acupuncturists, massage therapists. Those are all great things. But we are, in fact, chiropractors. And as you know, we check for subluxation. We correct subluxation. And, to me, if a high school athlete or even a parent of the athlete can understand what a subluxation is and how it can enhance the neurological performance of the player, it makes all the difference in the world. And that's our service, is that we do subluxation correction. And it's just an incidental. Yesterday morning, I got a text from a high school runner who got his personal best. He's also a state level runner. And he was in the night before to get adjusted. I said, give me a text if you break your personal best. And he understands it. He gets it. He never misses his appointments. And it's just amazing. If you can get someone to understand what a subluxation is and what the enhancement of the neurological system is going to be when you keep your body or your spine in good condition, it's amazing.
Yeah, and that's part of what joining this council is about. It's not only for you and I to be able to do that, but to help others also
Ex-
implement that.
Exactly. I think, in my personal opinion, we've gotten off our path in chiropractic. We actually have for many years. But I think if we had a profession-wide renewal in the interest in correcting subluxation for enhancement of athletic performance, I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing where you can get a high schooler who's willing to text out of the excitement that he broke his personal best, and he attributes not all of it, but a lot of it to getting adjusted and understanding how the nervous system works. And of course, that's going to be our job with this whole council, is that we're going to try and get chiropractors recentered, if you will, back to that way of thinking.
I was talking about how it's great to be there after the game if they need us, but how much more important it is there to be there before the game to get them optimal performance, do everything they can to accelerate their health. And even though most people think, oh, you guys must be busy after the game working on players, get the people to understand, no, it's about before the game that we're busy.
Exactly. When I worked with the Hershey Bears, they were amazed when you did the leg lifting test. We all know what it is as chiropractors. You can check the strength of the sciatic nerve group, and just a couple simple adjustments, and they could feel the strength change and the evenness in the strength of the legs. And they claimed that would help them get quicker to the puck than anything, or a quicker reflex. And if you get high level athletes just on board with what the nervous system does, it's just absolutely amazing.
I always say their body is their investment. That's all they have going for them. And anything they can do to make that body run better, just like I would do to my truck. Anything to make my truck run better, I'll do it. And
Yeah,
to help them with their bodies is huge.
absolutely.
So, So we got a lot of fun things we're planning on this council. You want to talk a little bit about the certificate we're going to offer? That's the word.
Yeah, there is a difference between certification and certificate. And of course, through our discussions, we agree that a chiropractor, once you do your prerequisites and once you become a chiropractor, you have thousands of hours of academic training, and there's really no use in my opinion, at least, in doing a certification program. I mean, you're a chiropractor; you have a license to take care of the public already. But what a certificate program would be is that a chiropractor came and they learned some newer techniques and techniques that may not be offered at school. And in this case, it's going to be techniques that help enhance athletic performance. And this isn't an injury or a taping a type protocol. We're going to be teaching about how athletic performance and subluxation, how that is hindered by the subluxation. And we have all kinds of board members who have all kinds of different levels of experience and different technical expertise available. And that's what's exciting about the whole thing, is that a chiropractor can come to a seminar, learn in an afternoon. Mind you, they already have all their knowledge that they're bringing with them. They don't need to go over all the basics of anatomy and physiology and all the other stuff. They're going to be learning hands-on techniques that they can go back and practice on Monday in their office and really make a difference. And then with the certificate program, have the right to say that they earned a certificate through the International Chiropractic Association, a valid certificate, but that makes them a little bit different than the person down the street. And I think it's a wonderful thing that we have to offer.
Absolutely. I know when I first got into with CBA basketball back when that existed, they asked me if I wanted to be the team chiropractor. I'm like, heck yeah, I want to be the team chiropractor. Then they sat down and said, well, what does that mean? I'm like, I adjust people. I didn't really know how to answer. So I'm hoping that we could bring our background too and just how to walk in that room and have that conversation.
Exactly. Because the atmosphere is just a little bit different. And it doesn't matter if you're on the sidelines of a little league football team or if you're, as in your case, you're in the locker room of a professional hockey team. So we plan on covering all those types of environments. And I'm just so excited because sports are a big fabric of society and it just goes hand in hand. And enhancing one's performance is really what an athlete is all about. And it's a no-brainer. And the big thing that I'm excited about is the decision makers in healthcare are always the mothers. And talking about the little league players, and when the moms hear the chiropractic story, when they hear that the brainstem and the spinal cord gets traumatized every time there's some type of collision out there, it could be from a soccer ball, it could be from a whiplash type movement playing lacrosse, it could be from a helmet contact in football. But you don't have to have a concussion to get checked by your chiropractor. It's actually the subconcussive impacts that are most important, also known as a subluxation. And it's just absolutely mind boggling that almost no one knows that story. And when I say story, it's actually that part of the physiology or the biomechanics, if you will. And it's just absolutely enlightening. And it's something that differentiates us and separates us from any other healthcare provider. We have definitely a service that is so separate, unique, and distinct that it's just wonderful. And to get all of our chiropractors on board with that and actually taking that message and taking it out to the public and just to me, I just want to get on my soapbox and just talk about it all day every day. Here I am, I'm 33 years in practice. And I'm just as excited about going in tomorrow as I was this past Friday. I work 6 days a week. I know you work a lot of hours, and it's just exciting, and I want to be there because it's so refreshing to turn people on to what we have. It's very specialized sports chiropractic.
All right. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to invite everyone to continue to follow our podcast, share our podcast with other chiropractors, and come back for more. We'll definitely be with Dr. Jackson again. He's going to teach us a lot more about some of the protocol he's worked on with this subconcussive stuff. And we're really excited for that in the future. But come back, follow us, join us, find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube, follow these podcasts, and we invite you to share us. Any final departing words, Dr. Jackson?
My final words are this. If you're a chiropractor and you're listening to this, just put yourself in a position of a mom or a dad who has a athlete. And if you want to help those people all of them. Like when you help a child athlete or a student athlete, you're also helping the whole family. You're helping everybody understand where health comes from. And that's very, very important.
All right. Well, awesome. Well, we'll talk to you guys all real soon again. Thanks for tuning in. And to that, I'll say have a good day.
Bye bye now.